Hi everyone. Yes, I am in the exact same clothes as my Dark Academia blog, and that is because I just finished filming that one. And today I'm also starting another vlog. I have 5 days left in September and I need to get to these 2 books, though I won't be too mad if it goes into October a little bit because 2 books in 5 days is a lot, though these are short. But the theme of this vlog is Gothic books, so I'm excited to get to these. These are also like the Dark Academia ones that I've been putting off for a long time and have planned on reading last year but didn't get to it, so I'm finally reading it this year. These 2 books are We Have Always Lived in the Castle by Shirley Jackson and then Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia. So these books, one is under 200 pages, one is just over 300 pages. I should be able to finish them, but we'll see how much I can get done in 5 days. And I am very excited to finally pick these up, so stay tuned. I am not sure which one I'll start with. I'll decide a little later, so you'll be surprised. So I'll talk to you then. We Have Always Lived in the Castle. I didn't do a mid check-in because it's so short and I finished it very quickly. Picard's very excited that I finished. And I will say it is quite a peculiar little book. All of the characters are very strange. I believe at least 1 or 2 of them are neurodivergent, especially our main character. So we have everything from her perspective, which is a very unique take, and the writing is very different. The way they speak is very different. They're just a very weird family. And so this book follows a kind of outcasted family. There's only 3 members left. There's 2 daughters and an uncle. Everyone else in the family has died, and they live in this secluded house on top of a hill, surrounded by woods and all that. And our main character, Mary Catherine, or Mary Cat, goes into the village twice a week to get groceries and other things they need. And we see their interactions with the villagers. There are people that say they're friends that come visit them. And yeah, there's not a huge plot to this. It's very much about these people and how they live their lives, but I thought it was really intriguing, and it's a quick read, so I read most of it in 1 day. So I enjoyed it. It's not as gothic as I was expecting it to be, but it definitely is about a house, and towards the later end it feels a little more gothic. But it's set in the 60s, I believe. It was written in the 60s. It doesn't actually say when it's set, but I assume around that time period. But oh my god, Picard is literally at the camera and the microphone. He wants attention right now. Hi, honey. We are cleaning and cooking we're having friends over later, so he's very upset. He thinks we're going somewhere because we usually clean before we leave on trips and stuff. So that's probably why he's freaking out, because he loves when people come over. But back to the book. Yeah, I think this was a great little read for fall, and I will be getting into Mexican Gothic next. way through Mexican Gothic. I forgot to check in earlier on, but I am on page 200 out of 300, and I'm trying to finish it today because it is September 30th. So wish me luck getting through the last 100 pages today. I think I can do it though because it's a quick read. But this book is about a girl named Noemi who is a socialite in Mexico City, comes from a well-known family. Recently, a cousin who is like a sister to her married off to an Englishman and went over to their estate in the countryside of Mexico. Her father recently got a letter from her, and she sounded like she was going crazy. She was saying nonsense in the letter, so her father sends Noemi over to check out what's going on and how she's doing. And so Noemi goes to this old house. Of course, it's a Gothic book, and it's dark and wet, and there's mold everywhere. There's mushrooms that grow everywhere. There's a cemetery on the property. It used to be an old silver mine, and so things are weird there. The people that live there are acting weird. Her husband's acting weird. The patriarch is awful and weird, and Catalina is going through weird things. And so Noemi is thrown into this in this weird little town and trying to figure out what the hell is going on. So that is what this book is about. I am liking it. I don't think I would say I am loving it. I love the vibes, of the atmosphere. All of these books just have great atmosphere. They are meant to be read in the fall. It's misty, it's mysterious. There's a cemetery, there's weeds growing on things. There's mushrooms everywhere. It's like, I feel like that's a big theme in like Gothic books, mushrooms. I don't know why, maybe it's part of the genre, but I'm at the point where it's 2/3 in and I really need it to get to revealing some things, which it's slowly getting there. Like the tension is definitely amped up right now to its fullest, and she's finally realizing like she needs to figure stuff out. But the annoying part is that she's ignoring one of the cousins who also lives at High Place, which is what the house is called, and he's telling her to leave constantly, and she's just ignoring that. It's like, if someone told me to leave and I'm already feeling strange about a place, I would get the hell out of there, and she's just like not doing that. So she's finally like getting to the point where she's realizing, oh shit is going on and I need to be careful. So I'm glad that's finally getting there. But yeah, I'm curious to see how this will wrap up. There's some really weird backstory and dreams she's having, so I'm very curious to see how that will all come together. But I like it so far. So I'll check back in with you once I'm done. I finished Mexican Gothic finally. I am in my usual setup because I'm about to shoot my September recap, because I did manage to finish this on September 30th, so I'm super proud about that. Overall, I think this was a good book. I don't think it's my favorite book ever, and I really wish there was more plot. I realized this month that I read a lot of character-driven books and like atmospheric books and not as many plot-driven books, so kind of ready to get into that starting next month. So that being said, I will say the last 100 pages of this book really picked up and really got creepy and weird, and honestly this book overall is super unsettling. I think a lot of the themes and the topics that are brought up, definitely check trigger warnings for this one. There's a lot of like sexual assault references or scenes that just were like really unsettling, and how like the character reacted to them was unsettling because things were just weird and not making sense and their minds weren't quite right. I don't want to get too much into it, but it is a really dark book and concept, and darker than you probably think it'll get. I was a little surprised as to how far it went, but also it made sense because it was like, where else could this go? So overall, I think this is definitely a great book for fall. The atmosphere was great and spooky, and lots of mushrooms and mist and a house that's kind of sentient and mystery and mysterious people. So definitely perfect for fall. I did end up giving this book 4 stars. And then back to We Have Always Lived in the Castle. I will give you my star rating now. This one I also will give 4 stars because I think it was very interestingly written and I thought it was a good book. I just don't think it was the best book I've read. So very similar to Mexican Gothic. I would say they're along the same lines, though this one definitely has less of a plot than Mexican Gothic. So 2 4-star reads. I don't think that's too bad. So if you are interested in these books, you think they're up your alley, I say go for it. But I don't think they're for everyone, so keep that in mind. So thank you for watching my Gothic reading vlog. I hope you have a good day. Bye!